Good afternoon, welcome to today's video. Today I will be setting up my planners for August, so if you'd like to see that video, stay tuned. Okay, so I just grabbed my current planner. I am going to start with my daily grind planner. I did that last month. So for the month of June, I was using this cover and dividers. So this will be transition to the other summer wing cover for August. I'm going to kind of start with this cover, and then maybe like towards the end of the month, I might switch over to a different color cover as well. But let's start with this cover. I just kind of feel like this is still like the end of summer hanging on to, and I really like this linen cover as well too. So I'm going to start right there. So let's put on these orange discs that came with it as well. So we'll go ahead and get that put together real quick. This would look great with the gold disc as well because it has the gold on the corners. Okay. I'm so happy that the Daily Grind Planner decided to switch everything to metal disc for their covers too, because that will make it so much easier. All right, so let's go ahead and get the back cover on real quick. Sorry, I should have had this set up ahead of time. Okay, so there we go. And I do have the one extra disc. I'll put that off to the side. Okay, so first what I want to do is I want to actually use the same dividers that I was using for this past month. So let me go ahead and pull out this divider. And I always like in the first section to have my daily grind. So I did grab the 4-month system. I'm going to grab the next month out of it. So let me go ahead quickly and get that month out of here. I usually like to still keep it in the package to keep it nice. So let's see here. All right, so we'll start with the month ahead. Usually is about 5 weeks, but I think I only need 4 weeks. So let's see here. Okay. I just gotta find where it ends. There we go. Okay, so here's 1 month in the Daily Grind Planner system. And I can kind of set up the other stuff off camera once I'm finished. Just making sure, because I can probably go through and kind of figure out the dates for each week. And then if I need to pull out one of the weeks, I can do that off camera. So for now, I'm just going to throw the whole month in here for the daily grind. So let me go ahead. And then so if you're not familiar with the Daily Grind Planner, it's a daily planner that kind of helps you go through goals. So what you do is you decide on 10 goals every single month. So I kind of use this page right here. So here's my one for July. I just kind of like write to goals, and then from these goals that I like to put on there, I like to pick out 10 goals that I focus on for the month. And then, of course, you know, as you set up, like, you know, your months and everything too, so you put your 10 goals, and those would be the same 10 goals that you would put on every single day. And then you kind of work towards those goals every single day. So that's how the Daily Grind Planner system works. So I'm just putting my fresh month in there, and then I can probably do a setup video. If anyone's interested, leave that below in the comments and let me know if you'd like to see me set up my month in my Daily Grind Planner. Which I probably will still do just because I haven't really set up a month in there, and I kind of want people to see, like, you know, my take on setting up the month as well too. So even though, like, you know, this weekend, August 3rd starts on Monday, it's kind of just, you know, I did finish up through August So I'll finish up through August 2nd in the July monthly. So then my first one will be August 3rd for this. I do like this divider too. This is kind of like a page divider, and I like to keep it in here because then I can kind of put my week on there. So I'm actually going to put it in the month ahead. So then when I go to set mine off, and then as I set up the section, I can move it to the day that I'm on, and then that way I can quickly flip through which day that I'm on. So that's why I like to keep that in there. So let's grab the next divider out of here, which is this one. I love these little illustrations because they were hand drawn by a graphic designer, so I think they're so fun. Okay, and then I do have the summer ween insert. I'm going to be completely honest, I actually didn't even use it last month. I'm still going to put it in here because I might try to do some stuff for the month of August, so I'll kind of look through it a little bit more, and then I might just save because it's undated, so maybe next year I'll just save it and, you know, do something next year with the pages that I didn't use for July. It's not gonna hurt to reuse it. That's what's great about it being undated, is like if I don't get to it right away, then I can always use it next year too. And I hit my son over there. This is actually good because I've been tracking my reading in my reading journal, so that will be kind of fun to maybe fill in some of the reading that I did. You know, maybe I'll wait until next year for that as well too, since I've already been tracking it someplace else. Okay, and then I am going to take this divider as well and put that in. And then I have the summer insert. So again, I didn't use it for July. I put it in there. I got so busy with the other challenges and everything else that I never got a chance to. But again, I can always back plan. I can write memories on there. I can go back and fill it for, like, you know, because technically August is still summer. So I know it's like everybody is ready for like the fall, like, you know, once after like 4th of July, they're like, bring on the fall. I'm also somebody like, I love summer and I just kind of want to hang on to it a little bit longer. I also live in Florida and it's very hot here, so I'm definitely not ready for fall yet. But like this stuff, it's like something that I can kind of like go back and fill out. Like right here, this has summer memories. These would be great to fill out this month. I can kind of write things that happened in July and then have things that are happening in August too. So it doesn't mean that. Okay. And I did have the Finish What Matters insert. I was working on that in the club, so I did fill out those pages in there when I was doing it. So these are already filled out and taken care of from when I was in like club. So those are already done. So I'll kind of put that and like go through my progress. So for this month, I actually pulled the evening routine insert. This is an insert that came out last month with the Summer Ween release. I didn't get a chance to get into it because I was doing the Finish What Matters insert. So I think this month I'm going to kind of focus on developing my evening routine, because I know that we're going to start the Glow Up Challenge in September. So I think that this would be a good thing to kind of start out with the Glow Up Challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and then I can kind of like look through. I might not do it every single day. But I'm more of like, I like to do different like habits in the evening. I still have to figure out a morning routine. So that will be a whole different ballgame, and I might do the morning routine insert with the Glow Up Challenge. So right now I'm going to get into those good habits in the evening this month, kind of as the prep for the Glow Up Challenge. So I know it sounds kind of backwards because you would think you would start with morning first, then work on evening. Nope, not me. I'm going to do evening and then I'll do morning with the Glow Up. But I think when I'm doing the Glow Up Challenge, I'll have more of those habits that I do in the morning. So then that way I can kind of use that to follow along with the Glow Up Challenge. So, okay. And she is pretty full now. I always like think like when you get like these new inserts and just you kind of have to flip them a few times to get them ready to go. All right, so then recap, I have my daily grind in the first section. I have my summer ween insert, my summer insert, and then I have the evening routine tracker in the last one. So that will be my daily grind planner set up for August. Oh, I also pulled the monthly calendar because I wanted to pull some August calendars. I pulled July's last month and I didn't even use it. So I'm actually going to pull it out of here and put it back in here because then I can use it, like I said, next July. It's still blank. Let's go ahead and put that back in there and let's grab August. So I have some blank August right here and I'll put that in the front of my daily grand planner as well. My daily grind drawer. Okay. And I'm going to put it in this section because I really like opening it up and seeing the divider. Last time I tried putting it in the front, and I think because I just opened up the divider to where I needed to, so I didn't really use it as much, which is better. So there's my daily grand planner set up. So let me put that to the side. Okay, and then this is my catch-all planner. So what I like to do is I like to Franken-plan. So I do have different sections in here. I think some of these dividers I'm going to keep the same, but let me look. I did get the new Jane's Agenda box, which I know is like focused on reading. Let me just pull this up a tad. So I think that, I love how it opens like a book. This stuff is kind of nice for August, but I think like some of it would be kind of cool to do like a reading. So I just pull out some of these items. I didn't do a complete unboxing, but I think other people did. I like this little journal, but I'm going to save that journal because right now I really want this tissue paper too. Okay. So let me pull this out, and I think that, let's look through this real quick actually. So these are the dividers. But I think I wanted to, because my reading planner that I was doing, I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. And I have been reading the Fourth Wing series, and I think this would be kind of cool to kind of correlate with that. So these are the dividers. I love this right here. Looks like the other one has a dragon wing. Let's see what these look like. Okay, this divider is really cool with that. So it looks like they're the same front and back. If you can't tell, the theme of the box was dragging with the reading. But I love this like reading tracker that Jane put out. So I almost feel like I want to put this in my reading part of my section. I'm not sure if I want to completely do a different reading planner, because I do like having everything in one place. I don't know, I just feel like I just kind of want to switch it up a little bit. I think it's just ready, you know, going into the fall. I tend to read a little bit more in these months as it starts to get really hot and hurricane-y here in Florida. Oh, I love this one. I absolutely love that. Okay, and then this right here is a vellum, and I think like when you put it, it lays over the top, so. And then we have a little pocket, which would be great for, so I print out my book covers as I'm reading it. I could, you know, cut these up a little bit better, and I could put these into the pocket so I don't lose these, because I have them kind of all sitting all over the place when I do my reading planner. So that might be really cool to put in there. And then this is the actual cover. So I'm trying to decide. I think what I want to do is I might set up a separate reading planner and put my different reading sections in there. So let's do that. And then I did get the Live Love Posh reading planner as well, so I might pull a few of her sheets and kind of make my own reading planner. So this would be a little bit different. So the one section that I have for reading, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do instead. And I feel like because of the colors in this, I feel like I need to do black discs. So let me grab some black discs. Okay. I just got this case from, I don't know if it was Michael's or something, but I have some black metal discs. I just kind of keep them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the daily grind planner discs, but I'm just going to go ahead and use those just because I have them ready to go. And they're metal. Because originally I was thinking that I could do maybe like a rose gold, but I think the black would look a lot better. And then whenever you get these covers, I don't know if you notice, but there's like a little plastic on them. So you do have to peel off the plastic. So let's see if I can find a spot that I can peel it up. Then it will make the cover look a lot more clear. You can see it a little more on this one. But it protects the covers in the transit as well too. I almost feel like I need my tweezers. It's always like hard to get the initial, but once you get it started, it's super easy to pull up the whole thing. You just have to kind of get that corner started. Okay. So let me put that to the side. Something so satisfying too about peeling off the plastic on the cover. I mean, look how much more clear that is now. A few pieces that kind of got stuck over here. Oh my. Definitely make it very hard to get these off. Sorry if you hear Logan in the background. He's having his own little conversation to himself. He's over there behind me playing. Okay. Okay. And those like parts of the plastic are kind of hard to get off. I think that's it doesn't matter. I think they're exactly the same either way. So now I have to try to get this piece off quickly. Let's see if I can peel off from the bottom and kind of get the rest of it off through the top. I always feel like it gets caught over by the discs. Maybe if I do this and try to get it peeled off by the disc, I won't have as much left over, and then I can just peel off the rest. They definitely vacuum seal. But I mean, you can see like with the cloudiness, and then once you take it off, it's like crystal clear through there. So I think that's really neat. I think Happy Planner does that on their dashboards as well. They put that film on there that you have to peel off. Okay. So let's see. Do I want it on the top and side like that? Or do I want it that way? Well, yeah, with the vellum I need to do it this way. Okay. So let's go ahead and pop these black metal discs on. Oh my. If I can get them on. I think I just have to do one cover at a time. I was trying to be quick and do it together. Cover had other ideas. Okay. Yeah, I've been a huge Harry Potter fan, but I never like really read the romantasy or the fantasy books until I was talking with Amy, like Amy Plans Things, and she really got me into them. So now, you know, I just finished Fourth Wing, and now I'm on Iron Flame, and I'm like, I've already got Onyx Storm ready to go for the next one. So don't give me any spoilers if you have read them. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this page actually in the back. Because like I said, I can put my book pages in there, so when I'm working on my journal and cut off the pages, I can cut them down and keep them in one place, and they don't get scattered all over. Oh, there's 3 of them. How cool. Okay, I'm still going to put them all in back. I thought you just got one. Thank you, Jane, for being so generous. Okay, and I do want the vellum to be in the front. I do have that on this one too, and I really like how the vellum kind of like goes with the front cover as well. So let's get this out of here. I just think it will be really cool looking with like the dragons coming across that way. It gives it that mystery. So now I have to figure out which divider I want to have kind of as my cover divider. So really like this one, but I like this one too. I think this might look better with the castle with the dragons flying. So let's put these as the covers, or not the covers, the first divider. And then I'm just gonna put this one in the back. I'm gonna keep those other sheets in the far back, because then I can just put my, well, as I start putting the book covers, we're gonna see them. So maybe I will put that. But then it's like you have like that faint like castle in the background. So I think that's really cool. Okay, and then these other dividers, I'm just gonna pop these in. Let's see. Just kind of do that. And then that way I can put the different sections in there. So let's go ahead and the only thing with these dashboards is they don't have any tabs on them, so I feel like it's like when I do my sections I have to figure out which one. And then these are just some stickers. I'm actually going to put these in one of these pockets just so I don't lose them. There we go. Okay, so this is a reading tracker. So this is just kind of one that like I fill out and just kind of write. It does have the bookshelf, but I might just put this in the front and then just kind of put the other sections and then still fill them out. So let's put this as the first section. I like it because Jane just kind of has hers very simple and just very like, I always think of her stuff as very classy and elegant. So I go ahead and put this section in. I use her 18-month thing for my goals. So, and I keep that in the front. I'm going to keep that in the front of my planner still too, just because I had August in there and then I filled out, or sorry, I had July in there and I filled out August. So then that way I can continue on each month because it's an 18-month goal planner. Okay, so I'm going to pull Live Love Posh's. Let's see here. Which hers is kind of just like the same. Do I want that or do I want to stick? I might stick with my Kell Plan one that I have. So currently when I do it, I started this in May and I don't really fill out the monthly, but then I just kind of keep track of my books and then I decorate each week and fill it out. So I'm going to pull out the next blank month, which would be August. So we'll go ahead and put that, and I don't need the divider, so I'm just going to pull off the monthly part. I'm going to put that in here because normally I keep it in my main planner, but I might do something different in my main planner because I just kind of want everything reading wise. So I might hold off on the Live Love Posh one because I think I'm going to work on this more towards the fall. So I'll just kind of work on this one this month, and then the Burr months we'll go ahead and put the other one in. Okay, then of course I have to put the little dragon. Oh, this paper clip is so cute. So again, the page finder, it has the clear plastic over it. So then when you take it off, it keeps everything protected during transit. So this I'm going to put on the first section. I'm just going to throw it in here for now until I figure out where I'm going, and then once I'm filling out the pages, I can kind of have that during like the weekly one. Okay, so we'll start there. I'm just going to throw these in with the stickers just so I don't lose them. But I think, you know, since I'll be reading like those books, I could kind of do this fantasy theme, and this would kind of go with what I'm reading currently. So it would be kind of fun to stick with the theme. So there we go. Okay, so that will be the reading planner. And then let's get my catch-all planner. Okay, and I think just for now, until I transition in the fall, I'm going to keep these things because, I mean, of course, I have like the quick glance. I have, you know, my goals and stuff that I keep in here. So I've started filling out August already. So then I'm going to keep it because it's 18 months. And what they do is it goes through all of like 2020, the rest of 2026 and all of 2027. So this will kind of stay in my planner year round. So then that section will stay. Ooh, what is that? Oh no. A piece of my planner broke off. That's okay. Okay. So let's do my catch-all, which is the first one. So I'm going to pull out July. I never used this part, so I might just put this back in the planner. So I think I'm going to pull this and July out. I do need to keep this page though because it has the August on the back. So let's pull out these right here, and I can put them back into my catch-all. So I just will have to leave this page in there, and then we can put August in right here. So let me grab my catch-all planner. Yeah, so when I did my catch-all, so I have like the beginning of the year through here. Let's see, there's June. Not that far yet. So we've got June. So August would be right here. Yeah, this was a undated planner, so because I did my July, I'm just gonna take my July one and tape it down to this page because this would be the end of June. There was an extra week in there, so like this was my June section. So let's put July back in here. So like this one, for example, so when I do it, I'll just take a tape runner and tape it down, so then that way it ends. And then I have my July. So this was my completed July. Turned out really cute. I love the spreads. And then let's pull out August. Okay, and get this taken out. Okay. So let's throw in the month of August in here. That way I have my catch-all, and I just use the Happy Planner, the vertical layout, and I like this one because it's very neutral and I can decorate it how I want. Okay, the next section, this is my content creation. I'm going to keep that front part. I do have to fill out that part, so okay, so let's take out July's. Let me grab the content creation planner, and I can pull out the next month and put August in. Which when I set this up, I have these monthly reflection pages. I'm just gonna wait until next year. Can I not get these in? My goodness. There we go. I just needed to So let's pull out August. I'll do the review off camera as well because that's something I need to get done. So we'll go ahead and put this on here. I love using the monthly for this because so I had like my stats, but then like with my monthly, I just kind of put like, you know, some of the releases on there, and I kept it very simple. It's not decorated or anything like that, but it's just something that kind of helps me keep track of everything. So I really like that a lot. And then let's pull out July's dashboard planner. So we got those ones. And we'll take and put them back into the July, and then we'll pull out August, which I never use the dashboard page. I just complete the weekly spreads. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull out August. So we'll have August ready to go in here as well. So that would be my content creation and social media, which I do need to get a little bit better at. I say that every single time. One of these times I will work at doing it better. Okay, so next section is the reading planner. So let's pull out, this is July, so let's pull out July. I'm going to keep this one more month this way that I do it. So we'll pull out July's and we'll put in August. Go ahead and pull out the next one. Oh wait, I already pulled it out. Never mind. Because I put it in the other one. So I wonder if, because this part I didn't really fill out, but maybe I can fill that out in here. And then I can, it feels really weird not having my book planner in here, but that's okay. We'll figure out something else for that in a little bit. And then this is my faith section, so that will stay the same. And then these back here are just extra pages. So those are all my extra pages in the back. Okay, perfect. So that should be the regular planner catch-all for the month of August. I am going to keep this in, I keep this in my catch-all section in the current week. So since I still have to do my August currently page, we'll just pop this in here and have it ready to go for when I want to decorate that this upcoming week and do my currently page. All right, so there's my catch-all. I have my little mini reading planner now. I have my daily grind planner, and then I do have a couple journals that I've been working on as well. So I have my reading journal, which this one I'm just doing like the different like challenges, and it's kind of like a reading journal. And then each month when I read the books, so right now with July, I have the book covers of the ones I read. I need to put them down and then fill out the July page. And then again, like, so August, I'll go ahead and start collecting my book covers for then. So I have it decorated all through the year. And then what I've been doing is each book that I have, I've been creating a page for that I've read, which I need to go back and fill out and make the review. I'm so sorry if I'm yawning. And then I'm having like fun doing this Disney A to Z challenge, which, as you can see, I have some stuff printed out for Cinderella, but I've been working on it. So far I have, you know, my A's, and then I did B. So I kind of started with like a little Bambi and then some Beauty and the Beast. I have to finish this front page right here, but I made this like kind of open up and you can see Beauty and the Beast. And then this will be for Cinderella. So that's like what I'm going to do next. So I'm kind of doing like the different letters and just having fun with it. So those are the fun journals that I'm working on right now. And then I do have a new journal I want to start for my Amy Plans scene stuff. So I'm going to get that set up in a different video. So thank you for joining me today. And if you have any questions or anything, just leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer. I'm also going to put all my affiliate links. So I am a Daily Grind creator. So I do have a discount code for Daily Grind that saves you 10%. With Kell Plan, I do have an affiliate link there as well. And then I also see. You know, it's like I have like my Porter Arts Design. I'm a verse planning affiliate right now, so I have that link down below. So if you want to shop any of those links and support, like, you know, my like little small business and family, please, like, you know, I really appreciate all the support as well. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.